hustlers, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jasmine, aka Jazz Hustles, and I am a 20-year-old, almost 21-year-old Amazon seller, and I started selling in the beginning of last year and I'm still going at it. As you guys can tell by this title, I want to make this a little episode of reviewing my followers' products. I did start doing this on my Instagram, but I thought it was cooler to do it on YouTube so I can show you more data, and as well I was getting a lot of ASIN reviews. So if you haven't known, make sure to go to my Instagram and follow me on there, and then if you want me to review your product for the next episodes, just DM me the ASIN and the cost price and I'll be reviewing your products. I'll be blurring out your ASIN so that no one else is able to actually see the product, and also a few other details with that. So yeah, let's get to it. If you haven't already, make sure to like it up and subscribe for more, and push that little bell so then you're notified whenever I post. But without further ado, let's get to this video. So we have Dale, and they gave me this ASIN and their cost price is $8.50. So what we're gonna do is put our cost price in. Cost price is how much you're spending on the product. That's including the taxes, the shipping, of course not the Amazon fees because the fees are already calculated on SellerAmp, but I am using the SellerAmp software. Usually you guys are used to seeing the Amazon listing and you just searching it up, but I just thought it was cooler to show it here because we don't really need to see the actual Amazon listing. We have all the data that we need right here on SellerAmp. So if you don't know how to get to this, literally just go to selleramp.com, log in, and then you should be able to go into this and then input your ASIN on the top search bar, and that's pretty much it. So first things first, for the eligible panel, if it says check alerts panel, that means that you're not logged into your Seller Central through your SellerAmp. So you have to make sure to do that, but this is just for video purposes. So I'm just going to not log into my Seller Central right now, but that's basically what that means. So we can see here that we are not under the max cost, the price that you have to be under, so then you can be profitable within your range. So before I even start analyzing all these products for you guys, make sure to go to your SellerAmp settings and click the little toolbar, and then you're going to input your inbound shipping. I usually say around $1.60 per pound, and then your inbound placement fee, minimal shipment splits, and also any criteria that you want. If you want to look for 25% ROI and above, if you want to look for 20, if you want to look for 30. Personally, me, I have my settings right now as 20% and above, just because I am doing wholesale and my my range is a little smaller, a little lower. So yeah. So we can already see that we wouldn't be profitable. Well, we would be profitable, but only 90 cents. And if we had it at exactly $7.83, if I click that right there, it'll give me the ROI that I want on my criteria, on my settings. So like I said, mine is 20, but yours, every arbitrage seller should be looking for 25% and above, but she got it at $8.50, right? So we can see that it sells 1,146 times a month roughly, which is pretty good, and it's not a variation listing, so we don't have to do the whole process of going on Keepa, looking at the ratings and seeing how much times that actual variation sells. This is perfect. 20K BSR. You always want to make sure always make sure that the BSR is under 100,000, and the BSR percentage is either 1% or 2%, just because it's kind of showing you the BSR in that actual ranking, like that category. So it ranks your product in that actual category. So you can see here in this category, health and household, it's in the top 1%. So that's really good. It's kind of like saying first place, second place. And then also keep in mind, whenever the BSR is lower, that means it's better. Whenever it's higher, it's not as good. So stay under 100,000. For grocery, 50,000. And yeah, so the only thing that we see here is that she is not profitable enough, because we want 25% ROI, but we don't have to completely disregard. Since this product sells so much, we can look at the pricing and we can see if we can put our price higher and see if it was priced anywhere higher in the beginning, because right now they're going based off of the sale price, $16.99, as you can tell here, because you can always change your price. You don't have to put it the cheapest price. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go to the buy box analyst and see what the price has been in the past. I usually do it from the past 7 days. So average price, so $17.85. We're gonna stop looking at it. Let me filter it out. Last one, and then put ascending. Okay, so this is how I have mine. So I'm just kind of seeing here if I can, you know, make this price higher so that we can at least be profitable at 25%. So these are just the average prices of the sellers that recently won in the past 7 days. So we can see here, you would want in your settings, sort by last one, ascending order. And we can see here right now, Prime Portal's average pricing is 17.24, 8 minutes ago 17.53. So we would look in the past 7 days. So I would stop looking until, we can stop looking until here, 4 days ago. Like you can include the 1 week ago, but usually like I do it like less than 7 days, I guess you would say. So we'll stop looking here. So the highest, we're gonna see which one the highest it's been. So 17.39, 17.95. So that's the highest, 17.95, because all these are lower than 17.95. So if we're profitable at 17.95, I'm gonna put that 17.95. And we are profitable at 20% ROI. Let's also look at the seller count here. You can kind of like, if you like the ROI there and that's fine for you, then that's good, and just put it at that price. You can also just look at the offer count and see, you know, see based off of the seller count and also their price. So if this sells 1,146 times a month, I would want to be above. Of course, I kind of target the sellers that have the most in stock, so then I don't really have to be below them. I can be above them and have cheaper prices in them. So I see this one seller right here, it has 261. Just to be above them, I'd rather be in this range of all of these sellers right here instead of below this seller. So there's a big gap, 18 to 1873. So I think that if you didn't like that ROI, which I wouldn't recommend, I think 25% ROI and above is best. You can put it around 1850, but just keep in mind that it hasn't been 1850 in the past 30 days. Now we can kind of go based off of it in the past 90 days if we wanted to, but I like doing it past 30 days because it's a little more, you know, I guess we would say accurate, because, you know, it's better having it closed. But let me see here in the past 7 days, it hasn't even like been 18. It has been 18, 17 once. So I feel like if you wanted to sell quickly and maybe you can try and get your costs down, maybe with some coupon codes or something sorts of that, I'd rather put it at $17.95. But if you really want to do a test order for this product, I would recommend putting your price at like $18.50, like be right between this 9th seller and the 10th seller. So if you put it at $18.50, you're definitely going to be over 25% ROI, but just keep in mind, oh, that's exactly 25% ROI. Just keep in mind that it may sell a little slower. It hasn't been 18 in a little while. And then we're going to check the Keepa real briefly. We can actually make it bigger. Let's see, like, yeah, it just hasn't. It's in the past month. We're looking at the pink line, by the way. So you can see here, $17.95. Yeah, it's just been in the 17. So if you wanted to sell quickly, I'd say put it at $17.95. If you want to still do the test order and try it out, then, you know, you should put it at this price, $18.50. I see Amazon hopped on it just a little tad. Really small, $16.89. Oof. Amazon's on it, but let me see in the past, have they been on it? No, they barely. Okay, so I wouldn't be too worried, but at the same time, you have to keep that in mind. So in this case, if you really want to sell, like I said, put it at $17.95. So yeah, and then that's pretty much it. What we have to do with that one. And yeah, so I would say this is like a good buy. Like if I were to buy it, I would buy it because I would want to make sure I'm trying to find this wholesale, to be honest, because it's in the 20% ROI, and you can lower your ROI if you know that you're gonna get a lot of volume, because it evens out. If you know you're not gonna get a lot of volume and you're only finding it in like TJ Maxx, and you can only have a certain amount of units, like 5 to 10 or maybe max 20, then you would want to make sure you squeeze the most profit out of the product. So that's where you would want the ROI higher. So that's it for you guys. So now let's go to the next ASIN. We have MAC, and they are getting it for $4.38. 4.38. So since I kind of already told you guys like my process, I'm just gonna kind of go through it briefly since I have a few ASINs that I have to review. So we see automatically it's a variation listing, BSR is good, profit, ROI is great, and we are under the max cost, which is beautiful. So we are gonna have to check the variations. So we're gonna go to Keepa. Let me see, you can actually do it through here too, because there's two variations, 60 count and 120 count. So you just click check. And we can see the ratings and reviews here. And we see the 60 count sells way more, so we don't even have to worry about maybe the 60 count not even selling at all. It's definitely a seller. I do see Amazon is on it, and it looks like they've been hogging the buy box for quite a while, 75% of the time in the past 90 days. Let's see if it gets smaller. A little bit, 70%. And they have 10 in stock. Let's see, this right here would make or break if I would do this product or not. I'm gonna go to the Keepa chart. If they've been selling it for a large period of time, then I'm not gonna do it. Yes, oh yeah, literally almost ever since this listing was created back in 2021. So I would not do this one. Simple as that. There is a few sellers on it, but you see there's more FBM sellers than FBA, because most FBA sellers know, arbitrage sellers know not to compete with Amazon. FBM sellers, the risk is lower because they can just try it out, because all they have to do is buy the units, leave it in their house and list it. And if it sells, then it sells. But if it doesn't sell, if they see it's not selling and they're getting close to their return date, then they're gonna return it and get their money back. So FBM sellers have lower risk, but it's just up to you. So I wouldn't do this one personally, FBA. And also it is multiple. You can only send multiple items through Q4 season, around there. So yeah, I wouldn't do this one, Mac. Okay. Now, this is the same person, different ASINs. And their cost price is $515. Ooh, I would not do this one automatically. So $515, BSR is way too high, and the 13%. That's horrible. 479K, that's horrible. Also, estimated sales. Usually I don't deal with products that don't have good estimated sales. A certain amount of people, advanced sellers, sometimes they will do unknown data products, but personally me, I'd rather have the data there. And I know there's ways that you can kind of figure out, but like if the BSR is already bad and there's only one review, I wouldn't do it automatically. And look at the green. It's just going up, up, up. Remember when I said if it goes up, the BSR is no bueno. If it's going down, that's really good. So I wouldn't do this one. So this is a no-go, definitely not. Now we have Dion, copy. So, and its cost price is $7. Let's just see here. Okay. 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 So automatically 18K BSR, 1%, good. Under the max cost, profitable, ROI is good. Variation listing, we automatically got to check. We'll check right now. What variation is this? This is the white gray large 6-pack. So we're gonna go down on seller app, check. It's the one that's in blue. Oh, the ratings is good. Okay. So usually what you would do with the ratings, with the other one, the other variation before, I didn't really have to check because it literally had like most of the sales, I think like 80%. And it was like against the 6,000 estimated, not 6,000, what was it? 3,000 estimated sales. So this one I would check personally because it's 1,000 and there's a lot of variations. So you would take their ratings, 21% by 1,473. So 21% of 1,473 equals 309. So it sells around 309 times a month. That's not bad at all. And as you can tell here, sometimes Amazon search page will actually let you know how much it's sold in the past. And if you go on here, click this little Amazon logo, you'll see it says 300 plus bought in the past month. And as we can tell here, this is for the actual variation listing, the actual like listing itself. So that's pretty accurate. We see here there's 10 FBA, 16 FBM. There's a lot of FBM, but I wouldn't be too scared because we're really profitable right now. We have range to even put it cheaper, even though I wouldn't want to start bidding more, but it does sell 300 times a month and there's 26 total sellers on it. I'm not going to completely disregard this one because 300 times with 26 sellers is a little bit too much, but we can work with it because the ROI is already 77% at the cheapest price. Yeah, or one of the cheapest prices. If we had it at $23.50, we're still profitable. 513, 73% ROI, we want 25%. So we have a lot, of range. I'm talking really fast here. So if you can't keep up there, you can just like slow down the YouTube video or just rewind, it doesn't matter. So yeah, also I have something important to tell you guys at the end of this video, so make sure to stay tuned. I probably should have said this in the beginning so that you don't click off because you won't get the chance to find out the news, but I'll tell you at the end of the video. So let's get back to it. So he is buying it for 7. Now we already know it sells 300 times a month. Let's see here. Let me see in the past 7 days. Let's see about the highs. Let's see where we'd want to price our item. So I'm gonna look here. 6 days ago, I'm gonna look at all these sellers above here. So 23.50, 26.98. So we're looking at the highest one in the highest average price. So 27.69 is more than 26.98. 27.69, 27.69. Okay, so usually when I do that, I make sure to not be over that price. But if you see that it's been like 23, 24, 23, 24, 23, 24, 27, 26, 23, 24, I'd rather be in 23, 24 so then it sells more. But if, like I said, if you don't have much units, you want to squeeze the most profit, so put it at 27.69 or a little cheaper than that. Because just 17 hours ago, this seller won the buy box and their average price was 27.69. But as you can tell, everyone that has been winning their buy box in the past 7 days, the average price was 24. In the 24, 23s, 24, 23, 26, 24, 23. So I kind of like would automatically be like maybe around 23, 24, but it really just depends on your scenario, seeing if you have items, like a lot of items, or if you don't have much and you just want to squeeze the most profit. So I can automatically tell that this seller right here, FBM seller, has 100, so I want to be above them. So I'm going to be in this range right here instead of below them. So what I'm going to do is be above them. Now usually a lot of FBA sellers will close this off and just compete with the FBA sellers and not the FBM. But I personally, I make sure that I am taking account both of them, FBA and FBM, if there's a large amount of FBM. Now, if there's only like 2 FBM and 16 FBA, I would automatically close them all off. But there's a good amount of FBM and a good amount of FBA, so I'm going to include them. Not everyone does it this way, and if you don't do it this way, that's perfectly fine. You can just, you know, include just the FBA, but I like doing both, you know, extra precaution. I like making sure I see all my competition, no matter if they are FBM or FBA. So I would want to be above them, and I want to be in the 24s. So we can see here we're in the 24s, so I would just be like right here. There's a gap, 24.58 to 24.80. That's good. I like saying that because there's a lot of range for me to lower my price. So 24.60. Now, usually what I do, like some people will do like a few cents off, like 24.75, but a lot of sellers will notice that you kind of targeted them and you want to be above them just because of the few cents you have off. So I want to kind of make it a little more, like 20 cents off. So 24.80, I'll probably put it at 24.60. So if I put it at 24.60, of course the ROI is even better, profit is even better, $6.05. This is including all the fees, by the way. This is a good estimation. 86% ROI. Now, one thing I did not mention in the previous products is that I love looking at my break even. Usually the last step when I am good to go with this product, you can already tell everything is good. Everything is fine. So break even 17.32. So what I'm gonna do is go to the Keepa and see if it's been 17.32 in the past. If it's been in the past 3 months, then it is a little red flag, but as you can tell already, it hasn't even been under like $22. And if it's been in the past like 17, remember break even means you're not making any money, but you're not losing any money either. If it's been 17 in the past 3 months or around that range, 17, 18, then that's how I know like history does repeat itself most times. So it's a little red flag, but that doesn't mean to necessarily disregard the whole listing, right? So, and the BSR, yeah, the BSR is great. It's great. This is a good product, good deal. I tell you to buy it. Test order 5 to 10 units first. That's what you're always gonna wanna do. And yeah, so it hasn't even been under 23. So look how straight this is. The pink line, look how straight it is. Like you see this little 25 here? 24, 23 right there? It's never like, we would be skeptical if it was like under over here, if you see where my mouse is. But it has not been. The pink line has been steady, 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 and the buy box has been shared across so much sellers. Like once you see so much colors, you know that's a good thing. Now, one seller right here, they were hogging the buy box 38% of the time, but you always want to make sure that the biggest seller is hogging it less than 50%. So if you see a lot of colors on the buy box, that's perfect. So yeah, that's good, that's good. This is a good product to go. Now, let's do the next one. So we have Andy. Andy actually gave me 4 ASINs. He is not playing around, okay? So Andy, let me copy this one. Paste. So Andy is getting this one for $970. So max cost $926. Let's see if we can put our price higher. Ooh. Oh, Mr. Medical? Who is this? By Pharmaceutical Specialties. Past 30 days. Let's see here. This one we have to do some research on for sure. 29. So no one's hogging the buy box. Okay. But I just automatically noticed that there's some big wholesalers on here because of the amount of units. So 282,000, 58,000, 181,000, 133,000. These are all wholesalers for sure. Yeah. Now, whenever you come across a listing that you're profitable at, but there's just so much wholesalers, and you can tell that they're wholesalers because they have thousands of reviews. It's kind of like low-key competing with Amazon because they're getting their products for way cheaper, and you never know when they can lower their price because they have more range. Like they have more range than you because you're most likely buying from a retail store. But if you are buying at wholesale price, then I guess you could say you can compete with them. But if I was an arbitrage seller, especially a beginner arbitrage seller, I wouldn't do it, and I wouldn't look at anything else. I'm sorry. But it looks good, like it looks good. It's just you're not profitable right now at the cheapest. Well, yeah, you're not profitable. You are, but 14% ROI. You would have to put it at least 25% ROI. You would have to put it at least 23.40. But then there is 1, 2, 3, 4. I would say there's 4 big wholesalers that have their price cheaper than you. And they most likely will be hogging the buy box. So I don't think I would do this one, to be honest. It does sell a lot though. I'm not gonna lie, it sells a lot. So this, like, you can try and do a test order, but I know it's iffy to me. I'm not feeling too good about this one. There's one arbitrage seller on here. Another thing that I recently learned is that if it says buy not the brand, then it's not a good sign. That could be another seller who created this listing, and eventually they can like either kick you off or have Amazon kick you off. That's something I learned. So I'm a little skeptical about that because it says Vanicream and it says buy Pharmaceutical Specialties. If there's a Pharmaceutical Specialties seller on here, then that's how you know I'm correct out. But maybe that could just be the manufacturer, but we would have to do research on this now. Okay, let's do research on it. So we're gonna click G. Vanicream, so that's the brand. That is the brand, Vanicream. Okay. So let's see if they have an actual website. Vanicream, yeah, they do. Now let's search up Pharmaceutical Specialties. And let's see if anything pops up. Pharmaceutical company in Minnesota, and they have the brand Vanicream. Wait a minute. Oh, they are linked. Okay, I was wrong. You don't have to worry about this one as much because, like I said, this could have been like a random seller that just created the listing, but they're not. They are the actual manufacturers because I just looked up Pharmaceutical Specialties and it says Vanicream. Contact Pharmaceutical Specialties Inc. So that's the manufacturer. Okay, you don't gotta worry about that. False alarm, y'all, but that's how you know. Kind of do that research. Now, if it says, let's say for instance, Wiki Deals by Wiki Deals, that seller can automatically kick you off whenever they want to because it's the listing that they created. But yeah, the only thing I would be worried about, Andy, with this product is that there is a few wholesalers on it, and you would have to put your price higher than them, and that's I wouldn't do it. I'm just gonna leave it there. But let's get to your other products. And for this one, he said $3.99. Ooh, automatically no. Max cost is in the negatives. Whenever the max cost is in the negatives, there's no way. But let's look into it a little more, okay? Let's look. See, by Oldie Thompson. That's perfect because the brand Oldie Thompson. Amazon is on it right now. Let's see if they've been on it or they just hopped on it. Because you probably would have already seen that it's not good because you're in the negatives. But let's see. Let's see the key. Like if they just hopped on it, that's probably why. So they've been on it since June. Let's see all time. Oh, they started May, April. So they're like on it a little frequently, just they haven't been selling for a little while. So yeah, let's see. It also only sells 50 times a month, I peeped. You can tell here. Oh, no, 100. Yeah, 100 times a month. Yeah, 100 times a month. Let's see in the past 30 days. Yep, no. Past 30 days, Amazon's been hugging the buy box at 95%. And the thing is with Amazon, you don't want to compete with them because you never know when they're going to restock. You don't know if they're going to disappear after they sell out. And that's why a lot of people, like, they make mistakes because they see that Amazon is on it and they see it says 10 plus. Let's say that they only have 10 and then they sell out. You never know if they're going to restock with 500. They keep selling. So that's why I always look at the keeper graph, but it looks like they come and then they leave in a few months and they come and leave, but you don't wanna rely on that. So I wouldn't sell this one, Andy. Okay, this is Andy's third. This video is like a whole, you guys are learning so much game. Like it up if you're learning anything. So the cost price for it, this one is $47.24. So Shelch. Okay, so it's an FBM. There's probably a reason why it's a FBM. Amazon hugging. They're not on it right now. It's suppressed right now because if you guys don't know what suppressed means, the only offers on the listing have their price too high. Amazon thinks that, and they want to promote the best prices for their customers. So let's see right now. They have their price at 105, 111. If it's going for cheaper in other places, then that's basically because, you know, Amazon doesn't want to promote these people that have their products price gouging, basically. They'll pick and choose though. So it looks like, let me see the exact product. It looks like this store has it at $52. It looks like 69, 74. Yeah, that's why. So they made it suppressed because of that. And as you can tell with the graph, no one's been buying it off of Amazon because it's so expensive on Amazon. You can just see the BSR is going higher because no one's really buying it as much. So if you were to put your price, like the only thing is it is suppressed, and if you want to try and bring the buy box back, you would want to look in the past and see what the price has been in the past. And it looks like the buy box was here when it was around $70, $76, $77. So if you're profitable about that, I would go. But you're not. You are, but it's not good. 13% ROI. But if you didn't care to bring the buy box back and just put your price a little cheaper than FBM, just know that you're not guaranteed that you will be able to sell it because it is suppressed. And whenever there's a suppressed listing, customers will start to think that it's either sold out or they will see the price and be like, oh, I can get it way cheaper somewhere else. So, and you see how here it says 50 plus metrics from Amazon search page. It actually disappeared. It looks like it disappeared. Yeah, it disappeared not that long ago, like April. So I'm pretty sure it sells less than 50 times a month because Amazon will not let you know if it sells. If it doesn't sell 50 times a month, they won't let you know. If it sells 20 times a month, it's not gonna say 20 plus sold in the past month. So it's gonna be a slow seller for sure. So this is a little skeptical. I probably wouldn't do it. Just mainly reason is that it's suppressed, and right now it's just these two sellers that makes it look like you're profitable, which you are, but are you ever going to actually buy it at that? Keep in mind, there's so much people in this world, so maybe someone might buy it, but this product I would do a really small test with it, for sure. Yeah, and they have reviews and ratings. 5%, but they have the lowest reviews and ratings. This is them, the green. So I would just redo a small thing. And then also it is oversized, so you have to keep that in mind. It is gonna be a little more. Total fees is $27 because it is oversized. So it's a lot. It's a lot. And they may require you to put it in separate boxes and not mix it with other products of yours that you want to ship out at the same time. So keep that in mind. Okay, Andy, we have one more for you. And then I have 2 more ASINs left. If you guys watch to the end of this video, you guys are fire and you're going to succeed in this business for sure. Okay, so $6.49. Yeah, I wouldn't sell this one. Off the bat, off the rip. BSR is bad, estimated sales is bad. We are profitable, but it's just bad. Well, we're profitable at 23. Oh, well, no. As you saw in my last video, if you guys did, I used the example of sharks. If you see sharks, because you see the shark fins, you see how it's like, if you see the shark fin looking like that, if you see a shark selling keeper, that is no bueno. No bueno at all. It's a really slow seller. I see 1 shark, 2 sharks, 3, 4. Then we have little baby ones here, 5. Yeah, I wouldn't count that one. 6, 7. That's 7 total sharks, and it's just doing it again. And whenever it drops like that, that means a sale was made. And you can just kind of tell 1 sale, 2 sale, 3 sale, 4 sale, 5 sale, 6 sale, 7 sale, 8 sale, 9 sales in a matter of how long? Since May. No bueno. I wouldn't do this one. So yeah, so okay. Now we have 2 more ASINs left. So this is, I don't know his name. I just know his username, but Kid Hussin. Shout out to you. Cost price $3.98. 3.98. Midwest Creators, Ballard Products. Yeah, I wouldn't sell this one. This is kind of the example of kind of like how I showed you. And it looks like they're actually adding, let me see, let's look it up right now. What is this? Yep, that, oh, you would get so IP'd on this product. You would get so IP'd. Let's see the offer count drop. Let's see, the offer count drop? Or maybe they haven't yet. Oh, they haven't, but you would not want to sell this product, for sure. They have their own product on here, and that's something that a lot of sellers do. They will use like brand name products, create their own listing, but then also add one of their specific little branded products. So you can see here, they have, including a little baggie, and then you can also check the title sometimes. Bundle with Ballard Products Pocket Bag. You would get so IP'd, honestly. You would get so kicked off of this. So yeah, you wouldn't do this one. And it says it right here, Ballard Products. So some sellers do that. I've personally never done it. I just resell brand name products. And that's pretty much it. So I wouldn't sell this one. Off the bat, off the rip. Off the rip. Yeah, I wouldn't do it. So don't do that one. And then the last one is actually an FBM. So now, I don't usually do FBM, but she did provide me the FBM cost. Shantae, shout out to you, girl. Her cost price is $6. Amazon fee, she already told me, but that's like already included. It's FBM, so we have to change it to FBM. Her FBM cost, she said around $3 to $5. So I see, like I don't do FBM. I had to ask her for the FBM cost. So I don't know how much it would be to ship this out. So I'm gonna highball it and put 5. Okay. 6, $18.99. She says that she's actually sold this before, and she sold it for $19.69. So let's put her price first, and let's see if I would put my price different if we're just highballing it to $5 shipping for FBM. So BSR is great. Estimated sales, let's automatically check right now. Check. Past 30 days with Amazon. It's crazy, but past 30 days. Ooh. She said she sold a lot of this product, like $1,000 worth, I think she said. That's crazy, because Amazon is hogging the buy box. Maybe she did it in the past. Because in the past 90 days, Amazon's doing it 90% of the time. Maybe their price is higher or lower, 96% of the time. I would be really cautious, but maybe it's because the estimated sales, oh yeah, it is really high. This product sells crazy, 95% of the time. So basically 100%, 18,000. And if we want to be more accurate, it'll tell you here, 10,000 plus, well, okay, same thing. There's 27 sellers, 5 plus that Amazon has in stock right now. Let's see how long they've been selling, or did they hop on, let me see, year, all time. And it's a good thing with her because there's low risk because she is doing it FBM. I would honestly, if you've been doing good with this product, I would keep replenishing, but just keep the receipts. Keep the receipts, and if not, then, you know, this is a good one, I'm not gonna lie. Now that I have the FBM cost profit, 95% ROI is crazy. So she's making profit $5.74 and spending $6 on every one. Wow, that's great. That is great. So I would say this one's good. And I'm not too sure how you're making sales with Amazon winning the buy box that much times, but you see it says they've been winning the buy box 96% of the time, so maybe she's been winning it, you know, in one of those 4%. But she also has to keep this in mind, all the other sellers here, and there's quite a few sellers that have their price, you know, cheaper than hers. So in my range, like, I would keep it at $19.69, but I might put it lower if you can tell that you're not making much sales. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it. If you got to the end of this video, comment the best down below so I know you're serious about this business. Now, I did want to mention the little announcement that I had coming up. I actually just made this idea like just earlier today, but my birthday is going to be next month, August 6th, and I am going to be doing a giveaway for all of my Discord members. If you don't know what my Discord is, it's basically a group of sellers that do group Zoom calls every single Friday with me, and then we also have channels where you can chat with all these sellers and network with all these sellers. If you have any questions along your journey, you can you know, ask away in there. It's around 15 to 30 different new product leads posted every single day, and it's only $55 a month, and you can cancel anytime. But I know you're not going to want to cancel. I just know you're not. It's just a great community filled with many sellers. Basically, I'm going to be doing a giveaway for all of my Discord members. It's going to start from now until August 6th when I announce the winners. There is going to be 5 total winners, so it's going to be a large ratio. So it's definitely recommended that you join my Discord group. If you don't win, that is perfectly fine. You are still going to be receiving so much knowledge and so much help from the community, but this is basically exclusively only for my Discord members. Since I'm turning 21, I just want to do something special for you guys in my Discord group. I love everyone in my Discord group. I don't know, I feel like so much more closer to my Discord members. But the first place winner is going to be winning a MacBook Air. The second place winner is going to be winning $300 cash. The third place winner is going to be receiving lifetime Discord access. The fourth place winner would be winning a one-on-one Zoom coaching call with me to answer any of your questions that you have. And the fifth place winner will be receiving my complete Amazon FBA ebook, The Jazz Hustles Approach. So there's a lot of great little gifts in here, and I'm super excited. Like I said, the rules, all you have to do is be in my exclusive Hustlers Discord group, which is going to be linked down below, and also follow all my socials, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. You want to make sure it's JASHUSTLES. Don't ever follow any fake accounts. It's literally just Jazz Hustles. That's it. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And I will be announcing the winners on my birthday at 7 p.m. EST on my Instagram live, as well as a group Zoom call with all the people that's in the Discord group. So yeah, that's gonna be really exciting. I'm really excited for that. And yeah, I'll be posting a little more about it, and I'll remind you every video. So then you will have the chance to win any of those gifts, but I'm super excited for that. And if you haven't already, like I said, make sure to follow my Instagram and TikTok, where I post on those every single day. If you are not interested in the giveaway, that is perfectly fine. You can look into other things that I have to offer down in my description. I also have a mentorship program if you're interested in that. Make sure to apply in the link in my bio. That's pretty much it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys real soon next Friday. Peace.